Welcome back, everyone. In this video, I want to share my journey in Ireland. This will be a recap of my time there, the places I visit, the experience I had, and some unforgettable memories. Let the journey begin. So, I spent 2 weeks in Ireland and Northern Ireland, a journey full of history, landscapes, and unforgettable moments. We started in Dublin, traveled north to Belfast, and then Derry, explored Donegal's wild coast, soaked up Galway's music and culture, and returned to Dublin before heading home. Here's the story of the trip. Dublin. Day 1. I landed in Dublin and went straight out to explore. St. Stephen's Green was calm and green, Dublin's castle was grand, and walking along the river Liffey led me into the vibrant Temple Bar district. Day 2. The next morning started with breakfast and I walked through Iveaghan Garden. I explored St. Anne's Church and Trinity's College for the Book of Kells. Then took in landmarks like the Spire and the Dublin Porter. One highlight was the Halfpenny Bridge, named because the people once paid a halfpenny to cross. Now it's free, but it carries a story of the city's past. Before leaving, I paused at the Famine Memorial, a quiet reminder of Ireland's resilience. Day 3. Dublin to Belfast. On the way to Belfast, I visited Bruna Bryan, home to some of Europe's oldest passage tomb. The Newgrange Tomb passage was closed, but I explored the ancient Nulf tomb. Impressive carvings and stone mounds thousands of years old. It was humbling to walk where people lived and built so long ago. Belfast. Belfast was next. A modern, bustling city, yet its history felt almost invisible in the city center. We only noticed one small mural, barely visible unless our guide pointed it out. There were no plaques or obvious markers about the city's past. It felt like the city is still trying to find a way to acknowledge its history without reopening old wounds, almost hiding it without fully confronting it from either side. Day 4. During our walking tour, we learned more about Belfast's complex history. The period known as the Troubles, from the late 1960s to the 1990s. We heard about bombing that shook the city, including Bloody Friday and Bloody Sunday, events that left deep scars on the community. Our guide also explained the Belfast Agreement, better known as the Good Friday Agreement, signed in 1998 on Good Friday, a historical peace deal that helped bring hope and stability after decades of violence. Even though the murals in the city center didn't depict these events directly, the subtle art we saw, abstract and almost hidden, reflected how Belfast is still navigating its past, honoring it consciously while maintaining peace and neutrality in public space today. Day 5. Belfast to Derry. On the way to Derry, I stopped at Glenarif Forest Park. The dark hedges, made famous by Game of Thrones, and the Giant's Cauldron, with thousands of hexagonal stones formed by ancient lava flows. It was awe-inspiring to see the power of nature sculpted over millions of years. Derry. Derry was next, a city that wears its history openly. From the Derry Girls mural to the Peach Grids, every corner tells a story of humor, hope, and resilience. Day 6. I walked the 400-year-old city walls and visited the Free Derry Museum, which tells the story of Bloody Sunday and the city's struggles during the Troubles. Unlike Belfast's cautious remembrance, Derry embraces its past forward, turning hardship into pride and resilience into identity. Day 7. Derry to Donegal. Crossing into Donegal, we stopped at a small stone circle, another quiet reminder of Ireland's deep history beneath your feet. Donegal. Donegal's town center was peaceful and charming with stone streets and the medieval castle standing proudly. Day 8. This day was wild. Winds up to 75 kilometers per hour swept across the coast. From Markla's Head to Sleeve League and Nayland Bay Beach, the rugged coastline was breathtaking and raw. Day 9. Our last Donegal day was calmer. Our riverside walk and a water bus tour to see surrounding islands from the sea. Day 10. Donegal to Galway. On the way to Galway, we passed through Clint Horseshoes Valley Loop, stopped at Devil's Chimneys Waterfall, and admired the cliffs of Don Patrick's Head. Every bend felt like a painting. Galway. Day 11. Today, we took a ferry to Aran Islands. I explored the Seal Cove, the ancient Fort Dunhogasa, and quiet cemeteries, soaking in the island's history and dramatic cliffs. The ferry ride gave a distinct view of the cliffs of Moher, breathtaking. Though the ferry ride was a bit rough on the stomach. Day 12. Back in Galway, I wandered through the Spanish Arch, visited the city museum, and relaxed in Arrow Square. Day 13. I returned to the cliffs of Moa. Hiking trails were closed, the views were still spectacular. I ended the day with a dog herding demonstration, a simple, charming glimpse of Irish rural life. Day 14, the final day, Galway to Dublin. On the way back, I stopped in Athlone to visit Sans Bar, Ireland's oldest pub. Before returning to Dublin to drop off the rent-a-car and walk through the cities one last time. After 2 unforgettable weeks, I headed home, grateful for Ireland's history, landscapes, and the resilience of its people. From Dublin Street to Belfast's quiet reflection, Derry's pride, Donegal's wild coast, and Galway's vibrant energy, this trip was a journey I'll never forget. Slogo Floria, goodbye for now.